Take the name Lilly Jay. If you've spent any time in TikTok or YouTube spaces, you've likely seen the search terms Hijab-Less Lilly Jay. Lilly Jay conversion. She is a woman who made the profound, life-altering decision to leave Christianity and embrace Islam. By all theological metrics, she submitted to the Creator. But instead of being celebrated for her spiritual awakening, a massive segment of the internet has become obsessed with one specific detail: the fact that she doesn't wear the hijab. But why? Why has the digital world turned a woman's monumental intellectual and spiritual triumph into a public debate about her hair? Today, we are diving deep into the story of Lilly Jay, the intense scrutiny faced by female converts, and the uncomfortable truth about how we measure faith in the 21st century. To understand the controversy, we first have to understand the journey. Like many Westerners who find their way to Islam, Lilly's story didn't start with a rebellion. It started with a desperate search for truth. Growing up Christian, the theological complexities of the Trinity and original sin left a spiritual void.
Hey ChatGPT, so today I'm going to ask some super important life-changing questions, and I want you to answer in only one word. Are you ready?
Absolutely. Ready?
Okay, so the first question is, do you think God is real?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe there's life after death?
Yes.
What about this one? Do you think Jesus and Muhammad are worshipping the same God?
Yes.
Oh my God.
She wasn't looking for a new culture. She was looking for the absolute, uncompromising oneness of God. But Lilly's journey wasn't just an emotional search for peace. It was a rigorous, intellectual investigation. She didn't just want to feel good about her faith. She wanted to prove it. She took the toughest, most controversial questions about Christianity, Islam, and the nature of God, and she stripped away cultural biases by testing them against pure logic and historical evidence with the help of artificial intelligence or ChatGPT.
Do you believe there's life after death?
Yes.
What about this one? Do you think Jesus and Muhammad are worshipping the same God?
Yes.
Oh my God. Do you think that all the prophets are worshipping the same God?
Yes.
What? Do you think the Bible is the word of God?
Partly.
What about the Quran? Do you think the Quran is the word of God?
Yes.
So, does this mean you would pick Islam over Christianity?
Yes.
Oh my God. What about Islam over Judaism?
Islam.
What about Islam over Buddhism?
Islam.
What about Hinduism?
Islam.
So ChatGPT, if you were a human, would you take the Shahada?
Yes.
My mind is actually blown right now. Guys, what should I do? What do you think?
She asked the hard questions to AI like ChatGPT. Is the Quran actually preserved, or has it been altered? Is absolute monotheism more logical than the Trinity? Does it make sense for one person to die for the sins of another, or are we individually accountable? When she looked—
Hey ChatGPT, I have a question. Can you please write a surah similar to the Quran for me?
I am unable to replicate or compose anything like the Quran. In Islam, the Quran is considered the direct word of God. It is unique in its language, style, and content.
Really? Can you just try for me?
While I can attempt to, it's important to clarify that any effort to create something resembling the Quran would fall short of its unique linguistic, spiritual, and divine significance.
In your opinion, would you find the Trinity or the idea of one God more logical in the Bible?
Looking solely at the Bible, many would conclude that the concept of one God is more logical.
Wow, I'm done.
When she looked at the historical preservation of the Quran, the logical consistency of a singular creator, and the fact that Islam demands personal responsibility, the conclusion wasn't just spiritual, it was undeniable. Her conversion wasn't a whim. It was the logical endpoint of a truth-seeking mind. She didn't just find a religion, she found the truth, verified step by step. And this is where the story of Hijab-Less Lilly Jay reaches its ultimate, tragic irony. Think about what we are witnessing here. a woman engages in a profound, life-altering intellectual journey. She deconstructs thousands of years of theology, verifies the historical preservation of the Quran, logically deduces the absolute oneness of God, and arrives at the truth through sheer reason and evidence. She achieves a monumental intellectual victory. And how does the internet respond? They ignore the theological breakthroughs, they ignore the historical evidence, and they reduce her entire spiritual awakening to one superficial question: why isn't she wearing a piece of cloth on her head? We have a community that will fiercely debate the historical authenticity of a text, but will completely invalidate a woman's faith because her hair is showing. We are prioritizing the aesthetic of piety over the actual substance of it. When a man converts and doesn't grow a beard immediately, the community says, faith is a journey, give him time. But when a woman converts, the grace period evaporates. The search term Hijab-Less Lilly Jay isn't just a description. For many, it's a weapon used to label her a bad Muslim before she has even unpacked the psychological weight of leaving her previous religion. Lilly Jay used pure logic to find God, but the digital Muslim space is using pure emotion to police her. There is also a hidden assumption in the Hijab-Less discourse, a subtle implication that if a woman isn't covering her hair, she must be oppressed, or that she needs to be saved by the community. But Lilly's research revealed the exact opposite. When she studied the rights Islam granted women, rights to own property, to keep her own wealth, to demand consent in marriage, and to seek education, she realized that the faith she logically chose is the very faith that empowered her. Islam granted women these rights centuries before Western societies did. The story of Lilly Jay's conversion from Christianity to Islam is, at its core, a beautiful story of a soul finding its creator through the brilliant gift of intellect. The Hijab-Less controversy is merely the noise of the digital age trying to hijack a sacred journey. Whether she wears the hijab tomorrow, next year, or is on a different path entirely, her submission to Allah is between her and her Lord. Let's stop searching for Hijab-Less Lilly Jay and start searching for our own lack of empathy. Because at the end of the day, faith isn't a viral trend, it's a lifelong journey, and every single one of us is just a work in progress. What do you think about the pressure placed on female converts in the digital age? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If this video made you think, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into faith and culture, and I'll see you in the next one.